So another technique that we have for solving equations involves this technique we call looking inside. And it's just something that may occur to you. It may be useful. There's certainly situations where you don't even need it, but if you think about it, it may make your work easier. So I want to look at two examples. One of them is just say, like, I've got 5 times something equals the number. I'm sorry, I said 5 and I wrote 2. 5 times something equals the number 15. Well, I know right now that this something, this value inside of here, has to equal 3, right? Looking inside the parentheses, it has to be the number 3. And if I could see that big picture, then if someone comes in and says, oh, this right here is 3x minus 7. Oh, okay. It just complicated everything. But if I back up and I go to where I was at before that 3x minus 7 was in there, I know 5 times something has to equal 15. This thing, right? This thing has to be the number 3. So what I can do is, looking inside these parentheses, I can just remind myself, hey, this thing must equal the number 3. Okay. So to solve this, what I would do is add 7 to both sides. So I know that 3x would have to be 10, and if I divide both sides by 3, I would know that x has to equal 10 thirds. So 10 thirds is what x is, and yeah, I could grab my calculator. Where is my calculator? I'm not going to grab the calculator now. But if I multiply 3 times 10 thirds, I get 10, and 10 minus 7 gives me 3. So this is a nice way to think about this problem, and it really simplifies the work. That thing inside had to be 3. One of the places where I think it's more useful is to think about this. The square root of something is equal to, I'll say, the number 4. Okay? So I'm taking the square root of something, and I get an answer of 4. Well, I know that 4 squared, 4 times 4 is 16. I know, without taking another step further, that whatever is in here must equal the number 16. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to take the square root of that thing and I'm going to get an answer of 4. So looking inside my radical, looking inside of this radical, I know that this radical has to equal 16. So I could say, if this was, for example, 2x minus 4, for example, if that's 2x minus 4, the question is, what's x, right? What value of x would make this whole thing true? Well, I know that 2x minus 4 must be the number 16. Okay, looking inside, that thing has to be 16, because the square root of 16 gives me my answer of 4. Therefore, 2x must be 20. Therefore, x must be 10. So x has to be 10. And I can come back in and plug that in like, hey, 2 times 10 is 20. 20 minus 4 is 16. The square root of 16 is 4. So this is exactly the value that makes this equation true. So this idea is the idea we're calling looking inside. It's a technique for solving equations. Maybe it's useful for you. Maybe you can find other ways around it.